Mammals. I know we've been away for a while. It's so great to see you again. Hello, my channel Mammals. I'm so excited to see you today. This is our first video, our first real video. We did a little one the other day explaining what we've been doing, and now here we are for a real adventure together. We are here in this lovely old oyster mansion. It was actually originally built and lived in by one of the oyster ship captains along here, which used to be called Captain's Row, which is right across from where Yankee Ferry is on the sea here. So we've become good friends with our lovely friends here. They have an internet that we don't have on Yankee, so we've become good friends just by being together so many times. And we often have little feasts together and everything. It's been wonderful to have neighbors. And anyway, I was here one morning last week, and they were all scurrying around trying to get ready for a little birthday surprise for one of the fellows here in this beautiful mansion. And they were sort of disappointed because they wanted to fill the ceiling with big balloons and have little scrolls hanging off of each balloon with letters that were written especially for the fellow that they were honoring. And they're from his nieces and nephews, his sisters and his mother and dad and all of his friends, all of us, had written little letters to him. And the problem was, though, that they got a little tank of helium, and it was supposed to fill all the balloons, but it would be for normal-sized balloons, and these balloons were big balloons, the biggest balloons I've ever seen in a domestic situation. So they ran out of fuel in about 1.5 balloons, so we just tossed the thing out and thought, oh, we've got to get this done before he wakes up, because we were trying to do it in the early morning so he would wake up to this sweet little surprise. So we all hopped in the truck and off we went to the shop where the balloons came from, and the fellows there were so precious. They helped us fill all these new balloons, and we tied them all together and got them into the back of the truck. It was a stormy, snowy day, so the winds were high and the snow was flying, and the temperatures were fluctuating, I'm sure, from inside to outside. So by the time we get back to this beautiful space for the little surprise party, many of the balloons had popped. So we had to go back and forth, over and over, until we had enough balloons to fill the ceiling. And sometimes it was really getting discouraging because we thought, oh my goodness, we got all these balloons and these fellows were just so supportive, and we just so wanted it to be a wonderful little surprise. But right now, let's get going and have fun on this adventure together. It will be fun to have you along. It will really be fun. So, oh, but before you go, remember I promised in my last video that we would start to tell people about this thing that everybody does, but I had never done before, and that is to say, if you like to subscribe to the video, it's a good idea, because you can hit a little bell, and that will ring when a new video comes up, so you don't have to be wondering, I wonder if a new video is coming up. And then another thing that you can do is hit the thumbs up when you feel like you love the video and you want to encourage us to do more. And then the other thing is to share the video with all your friends, but also maybe even people you barely know, who you think might enjoy knowing something about some of these adventures. So that's my little spiel. And now off we go. Welcome. I just want you to meet Ali and Jonathan, because they have both been helping us. Isn't that great? And he's expert blower upper.
I'm a balloon expert.
And Ali is expert at gathering and putting these little clips on them and being supportive.
Yep.
Okay. Bye, you guys.
Have a great day.
We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Wow. We thought it would be so easy, but it was really hard because the snow was snowing and the wind was blowing and it was just, and we kept losing balloons. They would just pop. We were crawling along the roads and we had 3 clear ones like this that had little gummy bears in them. They were so darling and they all popped and the gummy bears didn't even pop inside the truck. So they went out into the road somewhere. And then one flew away. We only had 3 left out of 11 that we were bringing to add to these. And the fellows in the shop gave us those 11 and all but 3 of them went away. And then we were coming out of the truck and one of them got out of hand and flew all the way away off into the distance. We never saw it again. But anyway, we think it still has enough of a spirit. Look at, it's still great. And guess what the real gift is? See all these little scrolls? These are letters that all of Biagio's friends have written to him. And so this is what it's all about, is just expressing gratitude and joy and love and just wonderful, wonderful care. Well, I have something I'd like to visit with you about. I've been thinking it all whilst we've been apart. And I just thought I'd like to see what your thoughts are. Well, are birthdays good or are birthdays bad? Well, my thought is that birthdays are neither good nor bad, but thinking makes them so. And so, for me, that means they're practically irrelevant. And here's why. Because when you think of it, what we're really celebrating about our birthdays, the birthdays that people have, is we're really celebrating our appreciation for each other and our love of everything good. And we just want to take a moment and share that together, and we just are constantly thinking of reasons why. And so somebody just came up with this idea of birthdays, but unfortunately, I think that the birthday concept is actually limiting in so many ways. One way or another, it's always trying to limit us, because when you think of it, it's almost like we're never quite there, or we've already passed it. And there's nothing that's really a natural unfoldment the way every day is actually. And I was just thinking that, you know, parents, they think about their little wee ones and they love to see them grow. They want them to grow up so that they can play ball with them, or they can't wait to see what they're going to look like or what they're going to do when they grow up. There are all these not waiting always thinking of something coming up. Oh, when he's 4, when he's 3, or oh dear, when he's 2, will he be terrible? Or when he's a teen, will he be terrible? A terrible teen? And then the teens, all they can think of is, oh, I can't wait till I'm 15 when I can drive a car. Or something that we're always not quite there. And when you think how much there is in every step, every way, every moment of every day, there's no reason to have anything that we're waiting for. Just living to the fullest this wonderful eternal sense of ever-evolving life and love and truth and wisdom. And also, sometimes when people still are celebrating their birthdays, when they're more grown up even, I think that they think, oh,
I've passed the time when I can do this or that or the other thing. Or, oh dear, it's getting later and later. Oh no, now I'm 30, and oh dear, now I'm 50, and oh, what's going to be like? Oh no, now I'm 60. And they're just going on, oh knowing all the time. And all the cards and things that people give each other and the jokes they make of it, they really might make someone feel sad, actually, when it has nothing to do with them. How many times the Earth goes around the sun? What's that have to do with our experience? Nothing. So actually, I think it's wonderful to celebrate each other and throw a wonderful party, like right now. But just keep thinking about what wonders are before us right this moment. And you know what? I don't know whether this is a good thing. Maybe I'm departing too far from the idea, but I've been thinking it, so I'll say it. And Frederick, you can take it out if it's off the subject. But what it is I used to almost not like to celebrate Christmas, because I thought, oh my goodness, why are we celebrating the birth of Jesus when that's really not what Jesus came to teach us, is it? Jesus came to show us eternal life that never began and never ended, and that's what he was here for. And this year, just this year, I finally realized why we're celebrating that wonderful birthday. It's because it was his first grand demonstration of eternal life, the virgin birth. It shows us that there is no human element in life, that we are spiritual ideas, and that we are fully expressed at every moment. And it showed that there isn't any sense of harm or hurt or stress or strain in having a family about us. And I just started to realize that that's why we're celebrating that, is that was his first big lesson to us all. So I'm just really, well, I just want to hear what you think, and I'm just mostly so excited to see you again. I can't wait to keep going and keep visiting every minute. Shall we let these go then? Let's let them go. Off we go. Oh, whoa, look how fast they go. Oh, that was the best part. Oh, that's amazing. It's so good to see you. Happy day!